command? Who's going to say it? What is it?
Go in incognito mode or clear your cache and cookies.
Woo! Bobby, get a cookie. I'll like snail mail it to you. That's right. Always clear cookies, clear cache, because they're constantly doing massive updates to command. And if, or you can work in incognito to avoid clearing your cookies in your cache. And if you don't know how to do that, check in with Austin, check in with me, check in with Google. Google's our friend, right? You can search everything on Google. So, all right, open house solutions. Who's doing open houses this weekend with the new freeze in place?
I was still thinking about it.
Absolutely, you should. You just have to change how you do it, right? Austin, I don't know, were you, I mean, because you came in here early to start studying and stuff. Were you here when we first went into the first shutdown?
We were still able to do open houses when I started.
Okay, so there's different ways that we can do it. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. So then it's a matter of how do I accomplish that, right? Today's world, everybody's social media. Whether we like it or we hate it, you're in a business, and if you want business, you've got to be on social media, especially since we can't go out in public and we can't do the activities and events that we used to do to be able to try to get our business, right? Your other option is your sphere, talking to everybody that you know and reaching out to them. That's people you already know, and that's another class. Today, we're trying to get people we don't know and how to market houses that are either our listings or another agent's listings that we're trying to help out. So, has anybody heard of TikTok? Who's on it? Yeah, Austin. I'm on it. I've only looked like once, but I don't need to be on it. You guys, you don't have to be on it. Again, it all comes down to your place of comfort, right? If you're not comfortable doing something, then it's going to come across as awkward and not genuine. And clients are gonna, if you want real good clients that are gonna stay with you and continue to come and be part of your business, you need to be genuine in everything that you do. So if you are okay with doing videos, TikTok's actually working for agents. They're just doing quick little videos. They do some funny ones, just in, you know, whatever. They do little videos while they're at the listings, looking at houses. They're sharing that. They're putting it onto their Facebook page as a video, right? So then it's drawing that. You can boost it. You can push it out that way. It's a great way to get followers, and followers equal business, right? Look how big YouTube is with the video channels. And my daughter, that she's 12, almost 13, and all she does is watch YouTube, and it drives me crazy. But, and it's stupid videos of anything, it's stupid videos. So I know it's professional, I know it's your business, but that doesn't mean you can't do a silly little video in front of a house or at home or at a store, or, you know, if you're, I don't know, just get creative, go watch, go on TikTok, go on Facebook, search real estate videos, right? Just get an idea of what other people are doing. And maybe that's a way that you can do it. You can do a quick little, you can do a video just walking through the house, right? And then you can post it. And that's a virtual open house. You get followers looking at that. You've got people following you on Facebook. Share it on your business page, push it out, or push it on your business page and then share it out on your personal page. And now you've got business. Make sure you always say that you're an Oregon licensed or Washington licensed agent, a broker or principal broker. You have to say it that way. Put it in the post, put it on the video. It's getting creative. So that's one way that you can do it. Is anybody terrified of doing that? Oh yeah, there's my introverts. Austin?
I was just gonna say, I usually offer like a virtual house option, either via Zoom or FaceTime, but I'm not sure if TikTok's for me necessarily.
TikTok's not your thing. Like I said, I scrolled a little bit and I thought, well, this is really stupid. And then now it's just on my phone. But if agents are working it, and we're actually trying to recruit someone that is using it at a high level, she has over 13,000 followers, and she's just doing quick little videos and of homes, and then just silly little tiny clips of herself, right? I mean, it doesn't look what's trending, right? So if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. You can also do videos. You can do a walkthrough of the open house. If it's a longer video, you can put it on YouTube and then share that link on your social media, so that the quality stays, right? And you're not losing that. It's not getting pixelated and grainy. And then, of course, you can do a quick little video, or you can do multiple pictures and do a Facebook ad or a post and invite them to a appointment open house, right? Scheduled appointment open houses. You can still do that. It's not just gathering public, it's scheduling appointments with people. So maybe you push out there that you're doing a scheduled open house on Saturday from 1 to 4. Please contact me for your 10-minute, 15-minute time slot to come see this house. So it's scheduled. They're the only ones that are in there at one time. You follow all of the protocols. You have masks for them, you have sanitizer, only one family in at a time, maintain social distancing between them, limit it to only one or two parties to join the open house. Mike, do you have anything to say about the open houses for doing the scheduled ones?
Nope, I think you got it pretty well covered. Safe distancing, obviously, and talking with them. The rules as far as working with them and getting leads are the same. Ask them what they want and give it to them. Pretty simple, but absolutely protect yourself and make sure that you're protecting the people who are going through the open house, whether it be physically through it or via Zoom or another product. You don't have to wear your mask on Zoom though.
Or FaceTime or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
And make sure that you are going into the house with the buyers. I mean, you have to do that, right? And no touching, just, say you can't touch anything. Let's just walk through the home and take a look and see. And then if you have any questions or whatever, we can go forward with that. So on that, if you're going to do a virtual open house, not the virtual. If you're doing the virtual open house, we can go in and I can show you guys how to quickly create the ads for that if you want to. Just let me know. But as far as the scheduled open house, how many people know how to create a landing page with a sign-in sheet? 2. Okay. Sounds like this is something we need to do, right? Do you guys take an iPad with you when you do open houses? Does anyone have an iPad? So there's another thing that we can do too. You don't have to have an iPad for them to touch. We can create a single landing page for them to sign in on their phone. So we just give them the URL. They go to the web page. It's a page of the listing, but at the very top is the contact information for them to sign in. And you just let them know that we need to have that information for COVID tracing, right? And for the sellers to know who's come into their home, right?
Can I chime in super quick?
Yeah.
You can also use it as a way to get numbers really quick for the sign-in sheet. When they come up to the door, you can say, hey, I'm going to text you a virtual sign-in sheet for your phone. So then you automatically got their phone number as well as they signed in.
Yeah, because with the sign-in sheet that we're going to do, it actually puts their information directly into your command database. So now you don't have to take that extra step of going and creating a contact. They're already there. So fantastic, right? All right. Do you guys want to go see how to do a landing page? It'll take like 5 minutes. Ready? I want you, someone get me a listing because we'll need that. Let me go to page number 2. All right, you guys see my screen over here? I'm incognito. So the first thing that you're going to do is we're going to go down here to consumer. Again, you can hover your mouse over the icons. These are your apps. Remember, Command is like your phone. It's a platform. These are the apps that we have available for us to use within the platform. The other thing that you can do is you can click on the red KW at the top, and then it shows you what each of these sections are. So you can kind of get used to what they are. So we're going to go into consumer because that is consumer facing information. And the first thing you want to do is come over here to the top right and click on create a new site. This is going to be a standalone page. And we're going to create the page. And then the very first thing you want to do, of course, is edit the name, because if we don't do that, we'll forget what it is and they have this weird name and you'll go, oh, what's that page? So this is going to be maybe, does anyone have a listing? No listings? Oh, why did I do that? Open house. We'll just do that for now. And then you're going to come over here, and the first thing that we want to do, of course, is the contact. Did they take that away from me? Lead form, sorry. So this is the very first thing, right? And then the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and grab a listing, and we're going to throw that down here. Now, over here on the right-hand side, these are widgets. So these are already pre-laid out pages that we can then go in and edit. And everything that you see in this big, huge window over here is just a preview. You can't do anything within these documents other than move them around and delete the widgets. So in order to change this information, we're going to come down to the bottom. We're going to configure the widgets. So up at the lead form first, you can change this to open house. Let me get it all the way off. Right, so now it says that, and we're going to save and apply. So now it says open house sign in. So this is the first thing that they're going to see when you tell them to go, when you send them the link, like Morgan said, or you share the page. Then you're going to click this little arrow to go to the second widget. And now we're on the listing. So then we're going to click browse listings, and we're going to go find a listing. So I'm just going to grab something in Portland or Lake Oswego. Let's do that. And just for training purposes only, I'm going to grab anything. I don't care whose it is. If you want to do somebody else's, Mike's your man. You got to go ask him. Okay, so let's find a pretty one, shall we? Because we all know Tanya likes the pretty. Look at these, the low prices. These are not in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Oswego Summit. All right, we're just going to grab Oswego Summit. Okay. So now you can come in and you can grab a picture, and this all comes from MLS, right? So I can grab any picture that I want to be the first one. I'm going to hit save and apply. There's the first picture. And then as they go through, oh, this one's sold, great. As they go through it, it'll show them how many bedrooms, bathrooms, and then there'll be the other pictures that are available for them to go through. A map of it, detailed information about the property, and then you hit publish page. That's it, guys. Simple little page, and now we have it right here. This is my web page. If I let's bring it in. Oops. Here we go. Okay. So as we bring it in, see, as we bring it into, like, say it was on a tablet, this is how it's going to look. Simple, easy. If this was a page that we wanted to keep on our tablet only, we would go with it this way. However, if this is a page that we're going to share out, now I need to go edit that page. I'm going to go to designs, open house, and now I'm going to add another widget. I'm going to throw in my my branded header at the top, and I'm going to add in my legal footer at the bottom. Hold on. Let's get all the way down there. And now I have all of my legal information, configure the widgets. Everything is checked off here, so we are good to go. And now I can publish this page. And now it's in compliance to be shared out publicly with everybody. So now when we go to it, here's my information and the KW. I don't know why that just says KW, it shouldn't. And then down here at the bottom, it's got Portland Premier on here. You can change the name, change the URL. So now I can come in. The only thing you can change is the very end. So I can get rid of all that. And then I can put the address maybe. So I would just put Oswego Summit. But you'd probably want to put like the actual house number and the address and then create. And now I have a custom URL for that landing page. See how easy that was? Complete, done, landing page. You grab this URL, you copy, you paste it, text it to yourself, email it to yourself, and like Morgan said, you can just email them that hyperlink to go right to their text, to their cell phone. If you're doing scheduled open house, you can pull this up on your iPad and have it ready to go so that they can just sign right in as they walk in. Right? Any questions? Yes.
Quick question. Why do we have more widget options on the landing pages than we do on agent site pages?
That's the way they made it.
Oh, okay. Because I was putting
Yeah.
together some agent site pages and there's a lot more options on the landing pages, but I can't make a landing page and have it appear on the agent website, right?
No, you cannot. The agent sites, when you create a site, it's either on your site or the standalone. The listing option is only available on the landing page. If you're doing, so on your agent site, let's go to my agent site, shall we? You want your listings on here, right? Well, you can easily. They're right down here. Future KW, I put in future KWPP listings because I don't actively sell or real estate. So I just borrow some, which I need to take this one off, from our agents during my training so that you guys can see. Here's where your listings will show up right down here. And then they click on it and then it goes right to the page of that listing, which this one won't because it is not. So there we go. And then that's really easy to do right here in agent site page. Oh, I'm sorry, in site nav settings and your featured listings. You do need to activate featured listings first, and that's done through the Kelly guides. But once you do, you can just come in here and you can select these listings. I'm going to garbage can that one. You can see only your listings. You can look at all listings. You can search by property address, MLS number, city, zip code. So really, really easy, right? And then once you have them, you can, they'll show up on your homepage. If you're marketing, if you're doing an open house for somebody else, you can either do the landing page, but I recommend the landing page only for like that aspect of getting them to sign in for like open houses. Landing pages are more for sellers because they want like a special page about their listings. But if you're doing an open house for another agent and you want to boost a Facebook ad to get more people to show up at it, or to get more, just to try to find more buyers, more or sellers, you're going to want to share the listing on your web page because multiple reasons. If someone goes, oh, that looks nice, I want to go look at that, then they can not only come to see that one listing, but now they can go and search other listings if they want to. They can sign up to be on your website. They can ask you questions. And they do have that for that one listing, but let's get real. People want to see more than just one house, right? So this allows them to go look at everything, everywhere, and to have more engagement with you. So I always highly recommend that when you do any kind of marketing, you just grab this URL up here and use that as your landing page for the people to go to, if you're doing a specific home.
Tanya, was there any reason not to, when we did the landing page initially, we did it as an independent site, but there was also the option to add a landing page to your website. Is there any reason not to just add it to your website just temporarily for the purposes of the open house as a sign-in sheet, and then take it off when you're done with the open house? Because that would just filter more people to your website.
You can't do the listing. When you do add a page to your, it doesn't matter. When you click these tabs up here, these are just to see what you already have. Okay. When you go to create a new site, it's either on your site or off your site, or just a standalone page. When you do on my site, the listing is not an option.
Okay, got it.
That's for standalone. And
okay, that's kind of what Morgan was alluding to as well.
Why are those? Yeah. I don't know why they don't have that over here, but they have. I think people have complained because they want their listings to be shown, and that's when they added that featured listings aspect, because that came later. So you do have featured listings, so all your listings are at the bottom on the home page, where consumers are pretty much going to stay except for to search. All the rest of the pages that we create on this web page, on our own agent sites, this is more for agents. You might get people to go to these other pages, but it's agents that want the fluff. And that's why KW did a lot of research, a lot of consumer research, had consumers come in and tell them what they wanted. And that's why when you go to Zillow, let's go to my homepage again. When you go to Zillow, look how it looks. When you go to my homepage, look how it looks. When you go to, because everybody does it. When you go to Redfin, oh, now they got this. It used to be mostly this. And then you've got realtor.com. And everything is about finding a home. That's all they care about. That's all they really want to see, right? And so that's why our biggest competitor is this one. And that's why our pages look like this. And you can control what you want on this image. If you want to change it up and you want to put a little bit more about yourself, right? Or here, just more information, you can do that. You can create that image in designs, and then you can make this search page do more. They won't be able to link out, but you can do more with it, right? But remember, it's how it's going to look on where do most people go look on their phone, right? So not many people are on a desktop computer looking at listings. They might be on an iPad, but majority is a phone. So you want to make sure that it looks good on your phone with whatever you do for the image. Any other questions about open house options for COVID freeze?
Yeah, Tanya, I just had a question about the sign-in sheet that we just made. Are those fields mandatory? So as far as like the phone number, email address, do they have to enter all of those before they can submit it?
They do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just a quick, easy idea that might simplify it a little bit too is if they already have to give you their phone number, instead of asking for it right up front, which may kind of like turn them off sometimes, you could just print off a QR code and link that so they can just scan that, and then you'll still capture all that information.
Right. No. Now remember, if you're having them sign up to come to a scheduled open house, you're going to have some of their information anyways, right? So it's just a matter of what you have. Yes, we can't limit what they're going to fill out on that list, on that sign up page. But it's a no contact way. So it's like following COVID rules, right? And
I know, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, that's okay.
I know that I know this is ridiculous, but I actually have had more than one client over the last couple of years who don't use or have email address. What do I do for somebody like that who comes to the open house and says I don't trust or don't have email? 'Cause I do get those.
You can pull up command on your phone and just enter them in that way, have them give their information.
But
'Cause
they
you
can't,
can
there's
enter
no way to use that landing page if they don't enter on all the
it
information.
requires, no, it actually requires that you have to enter that all that information.
Okay.
Can we enter a fake one? I don't know. Shall we go try?
That was sort of my question. If we could do it, X, Y, Z at, whatever.
Let's get out of here. Nope, I don't want to save that. Let's go to my landing page.
Hey, Bob, you could just use yours or something just to bypass that situation.
You can't, because he probably already has it in his command. And
Oh,
you can only have one email address per contact in command.
oh, okay, man. All right.
Yep. Okay, so let's go with Joe Smith and no email address. Let's go with a fake phone number. And let's do, I'm not a robot. Oh yeah, we got the best thing. Oh goodness me. Where's all the crosswalks on that? All right. Did it send? Enter a valid email. So what if we did a non-valid email? joesmith@gmail.com. And now we have to enter a note. You could think about what you'd have them put in there. Open house and the date. How about that? So that as part of the tracking, right? You got to just think, what am I going to use this for? Part of the tracking came to an open house on that date and now it's sent. So it went across, whether that email address is right or wrong, it's in there. So just have them use a generic, right? And then you'll know I need to go in and I need to edit it. So I got a Kelly notification already. Yes, Kelly doesn't do anything other than notify you, but the notification triggers me, new lead form, to go to command, whether it's on my phone, just log in via website. You can get into command on your phone, or go to the computer. And now I'm going to go to my computer and now look at, I got a red dot up here on my bell and I have a new lead a few seconds ago. So I'm going to click on that. And this is only happening because I'm on a team. We have a team set up on the leadership side so that I can test out the team stuff. Okay, so it's a little bit weird. You guys won't get that. And here it is, lead form note, open house 11/18, and I've got their contact information. Cool. Now,
Real
no.
quick, can I just ask something real quick? Austin, you had mentioned generating a QR code for those links. I've never done that before. I just Googled it real quick, and there's a bunch of just online free tools for generating QR codes. Are any of those appropriate, or is there one you think is better than another, or you've used it?
No, I actually was just researching that myself this morning. I haven't actually done it before. Well, at least not for this.
I have. It's been a while, but QR code generator, I think that was the one that I had used.
Yeah, that's the one that just popped up for me. Yeah.
Yep. You just enter it in, paste.
Yeah, and then I would just suggest kind of printing it off on a paper with like maybe your picture, branded information for our marketing.
And know that the longer that your URL is, the more lines and stuff you're going to have in here, although we don't have the ability to change this anymore, right? I mean, we can make this a little bit lower as far as this part of it, but it is going to change up what that is. And then you can just download it. You can add, you can pay, you can do more, you can throw your logo in it, you can do, all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, totally free and easy to use, right? Any other questions? How are we doing on time? Woo, 33 minutes. Is anybody planning on doing any YouTube videos? Do you know how to do that? No. So know that
I
you guys
might
can-
eventually be doing them.
Yeah.
For like some marketing tips, but of course I'm not an agent, so I won't be doing them for like open houses or anything.
And it's really easy to create a YouTube page.
Can you link the YouTube page to your, then do you create like a landing page for that, Tanya, or?
Oh my gosh. So you can create a page on your website. You can add video. That was one of the very first things that I did. So like when I was testing out, I did this one thing page, but you can make this whatever you want, right? And you can embed videos into it. Oh, I'm in incognito, and that doesn't show up very well on incognito. So let's come over here. But yes, you can create pages and add your YouTube videos like down a line. Why is that still not showing up? I wonder if they took that away. I might need to look into that now, huh? And then I have links that goes out to the websites. But that video, I'm gonna have to go check and see if they got rid of that one and put a new one up. But yes, you can very easily go in and add videos. Let me pop back over to my incognito. On consumer, on your agent site pages. Actually, let's create one. When you're creating a page on your site, you can do anything that you want. So let's make this training. How about that? I'll add that to my site. Of course, I can make any site and it doesn't automatically put it on my webpage. I have to add it. So I could add my agent profile. No, I don't want to add my agent profile. Oh, they got rid of that. Okay, so the easiest one to utilize to do anything is your company profile. And it does add an image up here and it adds the text. That has to stay. You can change out that image. The other thing that has to stay, I'm just going to go configure that real quick, is so the headline here and then the section 1 text, just this. I can get rid of everything else. Let me just show you. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm going to save and apply, and then, oh, I didn't put a heading in there. Hold on. How about that? Save and apply. Okay, so then this is all I have. So then what you can do is then you can add information in here. If you know coding, you can add coding in here to do stuff. But I could also just grab some videos. So let's go to YouTube and if I'm incognito.
Hey, Tanya, does it have to be from YouTube or can it just upload from like your phone or?
And you know, you need to have a hyperlink out. When you're uploading, there's a size limitation on what you can upload, even on images. Videos are rather large. And so you definitely want to post it somewhere that you can send them to, or that it'll embed it into the page so that, that it has the best quality. Otherwise, your video has to be so small and pixelated that you wouldn't want it on your page.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Playlist. Let's just grab this one. Stop it. Fantastic. Copy. And then I'm going to guess I'm probably going to have to do coding on this, but we're just going to test it. And that's all you guys have to do. Just hit save and apply to test. So that just did this, which means I need to actually embed it. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to hit share. I'm going to click on embed. And now I have the coding to put in to here. Paste. This is also why you want to use YouTube, because you can get easy embedding. Otherwise, you got to go to an iframe generator and you got to create it and do it yourself. And it's just easier. You can have a YouTube page that's not public. You can make it private, right? And then there's a video. And you can change the sizes. You can change how it's centered. You can, and that's all in your coding, right? So if I didn't like, here's the size right here. Maybe I want to make the height a little bit bigger and the width a little bit bigger. Let's see how if I distort it, shall we? Now it looks centered, right? And then I can add another one. I would just add more underneath. Actually, I would do coding here. That's the way it is. Does anybody know if I'm right or wrong on that?
I have no idea.
Well, I probably know, but you know, actually I don't want that on there. Let's do. Okay, so, oh, there it goes. Shut up, Tanya. Okay, copy that one and then go back in here and we'll show you what it looks like to have two of them. Save and apply. I'm going to have to change the picture size because I did it on the other one, right? So, oops, 400, 700, there we go. 700 and, I don't like how tiny that is. And then save and apply. And now I have two videos. I can just keep running them down, guys. Easy, right? And of course, I don't like this picture. So this is a standard picture that comes on all the company profile pages. Now, if I wanted to put more, like this says in Command with Tanya, but maybe I want to come in and I want to add in I'm fabulous on spelling. Does anyone else do that? Because that's what we've got, right? It's easier. There you go. So now I have like a little header thing right here. If I didn't want to put it there and I wanted to change it and I wanted to have it down here instead in bold. Oh, there's a limitation on how many characters I can have. So don't like that. I'd go back to the other way, right? What does everybody think? Easy to make a page, right? So then I would save my changes and then let's just save and apply. Let's save the changes. I need to go show a house. I don't have time to finish this. It does say, would you like to publish it? I'm going to say yes, no matter what, but it doesn't put it live on my site. So now it brings us automatically to where we can add it to our page. So here's where if I was ready to push it and publish it and put it live, I would add a page. Here's my latest page right here. Hit continue, put the title in of what it is. So it would be KW Tech Training. Can't spell today. And then the URL slug is just what's after down here. So training, and then your SEO description is just what you have on if it comes up in a Google search. So you would fill that out and then you would hit save. And now the page is actually live on my site. So let's go to my home page. Let's hit refresh. Come down to the bottom, KW Tech Training is in my drop down, and here's my videos. Now see, they kind of smashed them together here. I need to go back in and figure out my coding. I know it has to do with the P's and the slash, so I might have a slash in the wrong place. But if I don't like the placement of it, I can grab the little dots. I can move it up where I want it to be at. And now when I come back here, I can hit refresh, drop down, hit refresh again.
I saw on the, because this widget is the company profile, it only has 2 sections. Does it let you add on more sections to fill
No,
in to have like a title and a picture and stuff?
No, you can do anything with that. The company profile is, I'm actually gonna, and if you don't want the page anymore on live on your website, you can delete and confirm. Okay, so when you're on that page, now I created the page, I finished showing my house, I want to come back, and now I want to go finish the design and work on other sections, right? So now I'm going to go into designs, because this is where we edit all of our information. Consumer is where we create it and publish it and work on our live stuff. Designs is where we go make any edits to anything. Everything up here at the very top, these are your templates. If you've got nothing here, that means you haven't created anything. These clicks up here are ways for us to organize our stuff and find easier. So if I just want to see all of my agent site stuff, I would click that. The most recent thing is always going to be here. You can also search here. So I could put YouTube, and all I'm going to find is my YouTube pages, right? So then I'm going to come inside of there, and now I can edit this. And it always takes you to the widgets, to where you can add more widgets or delete the widgets or whatever you want to do. But to edit it, you've got to go into configure. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to click on the company profile, and Morgan, you can add more things. So if I wanted to have another section down here and I wanted to put team meetings, to have the team meeting videos on here, and then I can put in code, so I can come back here.
Working on.
And then could you add on a section 3
Sorry.
after that?
You can't have any more than the 2, but it does have the footer, and the footer changes in the coloring. So let's just do, no, let's just do this right here. It's just so you can see what it looks like. And then you can put in, we'll save and apply. So now I've included a footer on here, and why is it not? Save and apply. It's not showing. Okay, hold on. We're going to save changes. Say yes. Now you can give them feedback on it. Let me go back into it. Don't like something, tell them you don't like it. You want it fixed. Actually, that's just a new thing for that. But why is it not letting me zoom down on that? Configure widgets, company profile, footer. Footer is not showing. Sometimes it does that, and when it does that to me, I usually redo it, or and sometimes it's the widget. So in this case, for doing that, I would probably start over. No one wants to hear that, but I probably would for that widget. Make sure that you have your layout the way you want it to start out with. Let's just go do another one. No. So you have, I'll just show you, Morgan, what you have for the widget, the general one. The widgets are the easiest, simplest way because it's pre-laid out. You can lay out your own. It's just difficult, okay? So here's what you get. Here's what the footer looks like. You do only have the 2 sections here, okay? This is for a pre-laid out page. If you wanted to do more, where it gets fun, let's delete that. I'm going to go to content blocks. You can add text. You can add an image. I have to add an image. Okay, and then you can change, I think those aren't widgets to configure. You can change the size of it here. I don't believe that you can change the placement of it. They used to have a whole bunch more items here, but they're not there anymore. And I don't know if they're changing things and how it's going to be laid out and stuff. I find it's easier just to learn the coding and get it the way I want and use the company profile, because as in let's go to my Keller Mortgage calculator. This page here, this is all coding, every single bit of this. So multiple images, multiple text. So if you can go figure out how to do coding, simple Google search, right? Or go YouTube search, YouTube search KW agent site pages and see what other agents have done. They might have something and they'll share their coding and how they created it. And then you just got to learn how you change the information within the coding. So it can get quite detailed to figure out how to do this stuff, or you can just go simple and stick with the widgets that they have to make your life easier. And company profile is the only one that has those placements that make it easier to edit. Okay.
That's what I was running into. I was using the image and the text boxes, and it just didn't look as nice. And
Yeah.
it was harder to code those than this.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, it's totally difficult to code those, which is where this page came from, because this is before they even added anything or I saw anything. This is just text and entering the coding into the text box. So, but I mean, look how simple it is, right? I didn't do any coding on this part of it, which I could bring it in by size and all that stuff. But again, my purpose on this one was just to see how to upload a video or embed a video. But any other questions? Kind of got scrolled out there a little bit off of open houses. But we learned something, right? Okay. Who's doing a video, TikTok video open house? Austin.
I might, I
Melanie,
might.
I knew Melanie would. Of course she is.
Yeah,
You
because I'm a
should
savage.
take advantage of it.
You're the renegade.
Yeah.
You can do it. And then make sure that you upload it to your Facebook business page and then push it out. Right?
I'll start doing TikTok videos of my dog just for all of you guys.
There you go. And then you can if you have your TikTok video, you grab the URL, you plug it into you could do a paid Facebook ad on your business page, or not, you can do a business page post through Facebook or through command. You can also do an ad with a video through a paid ad and push it out. So, I mean, you guys can do anything in here. Bob, is your Facebook still working? Okay, that's it. I have 9 minutes. I think I'm beating Nancy, right? Am I, Nancy? Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining my class.
Thank you.
Week, don't come on here next week. You'll be all alone in Zoom land. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
All right. And we'll be in the office off and on.
Thank you.
All right, you guys.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.